Robert Downey Jr. made over $100 million playing Iron Man, but here's how he nearly quit the franchise. And the reason was during the filming of the third Iron Man movie, Robert Downey Jr. fell 12 feet and broke his ankle badly. It seems simple, but it actually caused a lot of issues where the production was frozen for 6 weeks. And Robert Downey Jr. was 48 years old at the time and thought it was becoming too unsafe for him to play Iron Man. He has a point when you look at people like Brendan Fraser and what movies like The Mummy 3 did to him. He had a bad back injury from filming The Mummy 3 and from that had to get 2 spinal surgeries. At that point, Robert Downey Jr. already made over $50 million playing Iron Man, so it wasn't like he needed more money. When the rumors surfaced that Robert Downey Jr. was leaving, Marvel president Kevin Feige came out saying he planned on replacing him. He made a comparison to James Bond, saying he wouldn't kill off the character of Tony Stark, but instead just have multiple actors play him. Ultimately, they didn't do this and came up with a new contract for Robert Downey Jr. with a compromise, where they agreed not to make any more Iron Man movies even though Marvel wanted to do more. Instead, they agreed on smaller roles like Spider-Man Homecoming, where he made $10 million for 4 days of work. And he'd only be the main character in movies like Endgame, where he made $75 million. So Robert Downey Jr. managed to get a contract where he worked less but was paid more.